Thought and belief create reality. Ripples in the sea of consciousness. Thought creates and attracts like a reciprocal thought and experience. A victim mindset, for example, attracting abuse. In dense realities such as this one, consciousness moves more slowly and has an inertial resistance to change, whereby what is tends to remain in place and a strong impulse is required to initiate a new paradigm. The universe is a self-experiencing, self-aware, self-creating entity. Through thought there is vibration. Through vibration there is manifestation. Through manifestation there is separation, objectification, observation, polarity, and experience. The one mind cannot know itself at the level of source, the highest level of vibration density. Since all is one and there is no manifestation, no space or time, just infinite potential, thus no ability to experience. No object, no observer, no players, no play. We participate so that the one mind can know itself by gathering experiences from all of its different aspects of being, thus returning them to the whole. Creation is a vast spectrum of frequency in which there are many infinite bands of existence. We are part of that, the all that is, and are ultimately one at the highest level of source. But within vibration there exists polarity, which becomes more pronounced the further you move deeper and deeper into density. In the lower dimensions, dark and light are integral to this reality, or integral to reality. Since its inception, our human story has largely been dominated by darkness. Viewed at this level, dark and light are acting in opposition, but from the perspective of the one mind, they are cooperating forces, creating an infinitely expanding potential field of experience, a rich learning environment with all its shades of gray. Darkness, it's the belief in the lie, ignorance, fear, deception, denial of responsibility for self as well as creation. It is the ego, manipulation of the will of others, entrapment and dichotomy, attachment and addiction. Light, on the other hand, is the search for truth, the courage to venture into the unknown, to be an allowance and honor the free will of others, to be within the flow, connected to intuition, over soul, and the one mind. Our planet, as well as the entire solar system, is preparing for a quantum shift into higher frequency bands, which is basically a quickening of the vibratory rate of all the fields and particles upon them. Some, who are in present human form, are experiencing an increased awareness, their perceptions expanding beyond the confines of this 3D reality. Everything is proceeding at an accelerated rate. DNA is evolving rapidly, the interplanetary magnetic field and Earth is and Earth's magnetosphere are collapsing, rather. The ionosphere and heliosphere are shrinking, and the Sun remains at a cycle minimum. Mass extinctions and geological upheavals are increasing. The other planets in the solar system are experiencing profound changes as well. Our Sun is sending out the message of transformation, encoded in light. Soul, or our Sun, birthed this solar system into materiality, and it will return through it when the cycle is over. This is true. The Sun is the portal through which higher states of energy are transmuted to lower frequency energies and matter. Energy that sustains this 3D existence. The dark forces, who are physical entities, in collusion with interdimensional entities present on Earth, seem intent upon disrupting this process. All of this chemtrail spraying and the use of countless electromagnetic devices, towers, low-frequency ELF, microwaves, etc., must be related to the drastic changes taking place in the Sun, as well as Earth and within the genetic code. They feel, I guess, by blocking the light and thus scrambling everyone's biochakric field, they hope to derail this evolution and sustain their 3D prison matrix. In these modern times, their attacks have become more invasive. Toxins in the water, food, air, radiation from various devices, drugs, subconscious control programming in the media, video games, etc. Most of the population has been effectively lobotomized. Their pineal glands, which is is your electrochemical link to the third eye and your crown chakras, they basically have been disabled through all this manipulation. Those who have been awakened will assimilate the light, integrate the knowledge of balance and awareness into their being, whilst anchoring it into in the mass consciousness of humanity, as well as the earth. They will reassemble their DNA and break free from this matrix, ascending out of duality. The dark beings known as Luciferians, Anunnaki, Serpent Seed, Draconian, Babylonian Brotherhood, whatever you want to call them, they have been the architects of many tyrannical, subversive human civilizations throughout history and throughout the galaxies. For many, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years. This might explain why there is so much of an effort made by those in power to promote conflicts and dichotomy amongst the masses. Whether these conflicts be political, national, racial, religious, or even gender-based doesn't matter. Entire events and crises are orchestrated to achieve this end. They harness and feed off the energy of negative emotion, the heat of fear and anger. They're energy vampires. War, more than anything, is an energy harvest. Now that the current cycle is closing, the vibrational prison doors are opening. And these dark forces are desperate to keep their control grid together. In the end, though, ultimately, their machinations will fail, no matter how severe or extreme. Consciousness will ascend the spiral and be freed, even if it means the dissolution of all present form. There are no saviors. Enlightenment can only be attained and achieved from within, through your natural connection to Source. Everything you need, you already have. Ask for it, seek it, and claim it. Be well and be at peace, everyone.